Colleagues, we've had a rough couple of months, and I'll say more about that in a minute. But don't let that overshadow some of the changes our movement has been instrumental in making over the last year. We've been moving the political dial, changing the terms of debate, and on nothing more than the issue of industrial strategy. A year ago, with the Tories just re-elected, industrial strategy was on the outer fringes of political thinking. Now, it's on the nameplate of the business department in Whitehall. That is a vital change, an overdue change, a change from the do-nothing industrial policies, the indifference to manufacturing, which has marked the last 30 years of government. And it's a change for which this party and our leader can take much of the credit. You know, colleagues, when Jeremy went to Port Talbot, stood alongside our steelworkers and said government cannot let this great British industry go to the wall because of blinkered neoliberal ideology, he was speaking for millions of working people who know that laissez-faire has failed and that we need a new economic model. And colleagues, I believe this party is united in rejecting austerity, another positive change from a year ago. We must, of course, be more than just anti-austerity. We must be for something too. Labour must offer a real, bold alternative, one that captures the aspirations of working people. And the excellent Becky Long-Bailey and this composite sets it out. At the heart of Labour's plan for Britain is an industrial strategy, backed by a national investment bank and regional development strategies, supported through public procurement and insourcing, with tax policies to support industrial development, creating new jobs and apprenticeships, and which will take action to save our foundation industries like steel that guarantees the future of British manufacturing. The old model has failed, it has crashed and burned, and we can say loud and proud, here is Labour's forward-looking policies. One that fairly redistributes the gains to be made from automation, from technological advances and from the developing gig economy. One that offers young people hope, that reverses the explosion of insecure, zero-hour jobs and poverty wages. An economy built for the millions and not for the millionaires. That takes some of the wad of banknotes out of the pockets of the Mike Ashleys of this world and redistributes it to the people slaving to keep the economy moving. Conference at Sports Direct, Unite has shown what can be done from the warehouse floor. So I now call on Labour MPs to show what they can do from the Commons floor. Unite the party and back its leadership so that we can all fight together for this new economy. Colleagues, the Tories may steal our language, but it is only Labour who can deliver the vision. A vision of socialist change and a rejection of free market capitalism. It was Harold Wilson, who won 4 general elections, who once said that if Labour is not a moral crusade, then we are nothing. Now, I've heard people lecture us about the futility of principles without power. But, comrades, we've also seen where power without principles leads to. It leads conference. It leads to disillusionment, disappointment and ultimate defeat. Of course, we must win power, but we must also use power for our people, for working people. So I ask all of you not to be debilitated by the media and those within our own ranks who seek to undermine your confidence in the fight that lies ahead. And so I say, conference, to the merchants of doom, in the words of Shakespeare's Henry V, if you have no stomach from this fight, depart the battlefield. Because sisters, and brothers, because sisters and brothers, in my 45 years in our party, I have never known such a battle that lies ahead for a better Britain and for our ideals. What we need now is brave men and women with the courage and commitment to fight for our cause, the cause of true Labour. I move.